Oh, of course I've done it. Alright, so welcome back. This is the Wolfdale Battle Reports. I'm here with Mark, and he has brought his Retribution. So, Mark, will you at least tell us what you brought?
All right, sure. We'll do that at least. So we got two assassins here, the Retribution assassins.
Okay.
We have a ghost sniper. Behind him is the heavy assault, or heavy sniper team rather. Currently proxying one of the strike force for the rangefinder.
Okay.
Next we have the Fane Knight. And then next to him is Discordia. Yeah, it's Discordia there. Okay. So we'll pull back a little bit. Next would be the Phoenix.
That's a nice paint job.
Yeah, thanks. And then we got the archers. What's their name? Anyway, the like Starfire archers.
Yeah,
that's their ability.
They're your artillery crew. I know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then for caster we got Raven today, and then over here we got the Manticore. And then finally, behind him, we have a full unit of Dawn Guard Sentinels with the UA.
They're the tough ones, huh?
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm turning around here so you can see the paint job a bit better on some of these jacks. It's very nice paint. Facing off against red is my 50-point circle army led by E. Kruger. I've got the Wolf Rider, the Thorn Wolf Rider girls over here. Up front, in the charge, I've got Blood Trackers led by Nuala. In the far side here, I've got a Lord of the Feast who is hungry to nom some elves. I've got my Warpborn, or my Warp Stalker, an Unpainted Gidorix, E. Kruger, and a Gorax. And I've got a min unit of Warpborn, I forget the name of them, but they've got an Alpha with them. And they're going to be heading across the board to thresh up a bunch of elves just as soon as we can. Alright, Retribution, one roll off, so he's going to go first. These are woods. These are ruins, which are basically like obstacles to get around. Concealment. Medium models cannot cross them. Have to go around them. Small models can pass through them. Anyway, okay, with that, we're going to start the game up. We'll be back after both of our first turns. I have to remember I have to give it 5 seconds in between, or else it's going to cut off our speech. Back at the end of turn 1, and we're going to start with Retribution's actions. I believe that a lot of people just ran, if I'm not mistaken, Mark.
Yep.
Did anybody do anything special out of these guys?
The only thing was the Manticore over here placed his covering fire before he ran, which we think's a thing. We'll check after.
Yeah, I wasn't too concerned about its first round. It didn't even come into play, so we'll let it be for now.
Yeah.
Everybody else ran, I believe. Nobody shot.
No.
What'd you caster do?
Caster just put Snipe on the heavy rifle team.
Okay, right, and they ran, because there's never a point known to run your heavy rifle team.
Yeah.
Okay, the Thorn. A couple things to mention for Circle. I have Bogtrogs, a min Bogtrog unit in reserve, and I called Prey. The Wolves called Prey on the Ghost Sniper, and the Javelin Throwers put Prey on the Dragoon, which is this guy here. I don't know if I mentioned that before. So the girls ran up when the Ghost Sniper moved into the woods. The ladies moved up and they sniped, and you might notice that amongst the ladies there's a figurine that's replaced one of them because I forgot that it's 6 grunts plus leader. They took some shots at them. I think they needed 12s, 11 for Nuala. They all missed. Ran the wolves up here just to get closer to their prey, so that'll be an interesting after next round. Lord of the Feast walked to here, tried to shoot into the back arc of this wolf so that he could be kind of in behind them, but he missed by 1. The Gorax ran up. Gedorix and the Stalker are covering Kruger. Kruger telekinesed himself forward, put up Storm Wall, and these guys here ran into the woods here, looking downfield at all of this. And I can't think of anything else. End of first turn. We're coming back after the end of Ret turn 2. Okay, and for a third time, we're back again on Retribution, end of turn 2. Go ahead, what's tell us about Raven's feet turn?
Okay, well, so Raven kept 3 focus this turn for herself. She gave 2 to Discordia and 1 to the Phoenix. Then we started with her. She moved a bit, placed her Veil of Mist in the woods here to give my friendly faction models Pathfinder for that. And that was, she activated her feat, and that was the end of her turn. After that, we took the Phoenix. We walked him through the forest for the most part. Got him into 2 inches of his riders and activated combustion, taking out, I believe, 3 of the 4 riders.
Nope, there's 3 riders. You took out the
3?
2 on the sides, and the
Okay.
leader kept alive. And remind me to talk about this turn because it was definitely a great play on your part.
Right on.
A lot of stuff you did this turn.
Thanks. So we activated combustion, got 2 of them. Then we did Discordia here. He walked up and launched his spray at Garrick's there. And being feet turn, it's automatic boosted hit rolls on that spray.
Yep.
So he was able to hit Lord of the Feast.
Who was there.
Yeah.
And one of the blood trackers.
Yep. And also hit Garrick's himself and got a tempt on
Kruger in the back.
Yeah, but we didn't hit, which is fine. We used 2 focus to secure the 2 kills.
Yep.
And he activated his imprint, which probably won't come into play, but had 1 focus left. After that, it was a lot of just moving, really. We moved Assassins, we moved Feign Knight, and we moved the Manticore, who placed his covering fire.
Yeah, and I know your heavy rifle team took a snipe shot.
Yeah, and they took a snipe shot at
The Gorax.
Gorax, that's it.
Yeah, and you put a little bit of damage on the Gorax. I think he took 4 to his boxes.
Yeah, wasn't a great roll, but hey, it's a chip.
Yep.
But that was pretty well it.
Okay, and then your Knights, I think, just did a bit of advancement.
Knights stayed, Archers just redeployed, positioning a bit.
All right, fair enough, and we'll be back at the end of Circle Turn 2. No, I did Gallows. Okay, welcome back into Circle Turn 3 or 2. This is not the end of the second
this
turn.
is 2.
it? Oh, crap, so much violence. All right, Caster, Kruger, moved over to here, and I believe that the first thing I did is I gallowsed the Dragoon,
Yeah.
and I did 7 points of damage to him, dragged him 6 inches closer.
Yeah.
So pretty much where the
Pulled them into here.
Yeah, pretty much right in front of the Gorax. After that, I did a telekinesis on which Jack was here?
Discordia.
Discordia. I turned him around so his back was facing me and plopped him right down in his own
Friendly's
AoE and did 3 points of damage to his shielding. Next, Gorax was injured, so I had him rush up to the cavalry guy.
Yeah.
And knocked him off his horse.
Yeah.
And I had to spend quite a bit actually to do that because I think I missed and then I had to boost and then I whiffed on a damage roll. Then I had Gedrick's do a charge up at the Dragoon. So we had this is in his back arc, this was in the back arc of this thing. And the Dragoon was here, so I did the bite attack that was boosted. Handily nommed him, killed him dead, with strength increase on the warp factor. Warp factor. Then I did my back attacks with the axe, and I got him down to like 3 points of damage, I think, was all that was left. Had the Javelin ladies come over here and do some throws, killed them off that way, then they reformed back to here. The Skinwalkers just ran from the woods, basically creating kind of a shield to keep between Kruger and whatever's coming at him. And the last thing that I did, last couple of things I did, I was really worried about this Jack here. He could have walked down, did that fire burst thing again, wiped out a bunch of my trackers. My wolf couldn't get away from him, so I had the Stalker charge up, was able to scoot around the outside of the AoE, gets into the Jack's face completely, did my charge, did my power attack. I don't think I did any real damage to Phoenix, did I?
You got 8 off of his force field.
Yeah, it was pretty whiffy.
Yeah.
But then I boosted to do I did a power attack, I boosted to grab him, threw him, he landed 6 inches over here, then he scattered over to here just outside of his control radius. Also, oh jeez, I forgot all about the Bog Drugs. Bog Drugs came on the board, killed the Ghost, and killed an assassin that was here. So the Ghost was here, and these 4 charged.
Ghost assassin.
They all charged the Ghost. They all made the Ghost, but then these 2 had no targets, but they were in reach of the assassin after they successfully charged the Ghost, so they just did an unboosted combined attack, killed the assassin, and that's pretty much it. And then my Wolf Rider actually went up here around the cloud effect, killed the assassin that was here. Trackers and the Wolf Riders have prey on the caster. She did her cavalry move back to here, and I can't think of anything else that happened. Did we do anything else that you can think of?
No, I don't
All right,
think so.
very good turn for Circle, I think. Nice answer back for you, killing off my Lord of the Feast and doing some shenanigans. So anyway, we're going to stop this. We'll be back after Ret turn 3, and we'll see how he answers.
All right, so this was Retribution turn 3.
Yep.
First, I started out with the caster Raven. She kept 5 of the focus on her and put 1 focus on the Manticore, who was at the other side at the time. She then charged into the Bog Trogs. Yeah. She charged into there, did her Thresher. Sorry, I should start. She first casted Vortex of Destruction, charged in, did her Thresher, hit all of them except for 1. But she had Virtuoso and Quick Work, which allowed her to take a shot and cap off the final guy.
Yeah.
Then because she killed, she could move 2 inches, which allowed me to change her facing so that everybody wasn't in her back arc anymore.
Yeah, you put down to the cloud effect.
Put down the cloud effect, yep, to block line of sight over here. And then we did the Phoenix, which all he could do because he was out of command radius at the time was just stand up. The Manticore spent his focus to get closer into here, kind of fill in the gap. The heavy rifle team took a shot at the Gorax, did a bit more damage on him. Then we did the Sentinels all charged into what were they called again?
Warpborn Skinwalkers.
Okay, so they charged into there. This one guy finished out the Gorax, and the rest finished off.
They were frighteningly efficient at taking out my heavy infantry.
Yeah, you had good defense, but I just happened to roll good hits. And then everybody else was, of course, out of range, but they had to move.
Yeah. And your artillery guys?
Finally were the archers, which the first guy made an amazing shot, shooting into... I didn't expect the Garrix to be engaged, so... with his engagement defense bonus and the one for shooting into melee, I clearly missed, but I did hit my own guy.
You think the bonus is good from the engagement? You should see what he hits when he marries.
And so killed my own guy. So there's that. the other 3 guys tried to do brutal shots, only one of which hit and did like 5 damage.
Yeah, Garrix is still pretty healthy. He's got 4 and 5 column filled, pretty much.
And that was pretty well that turn.
All right, and Circle's response will be this will be feat turn. So let's find out how Kruger can really screw over Raven. Okay, that's the end of Circle turn 3. Very quick game. It ends in a Circle victory. What I did is a tricksy thing. Gederick, first of all, did Frenzy, and he had nobody but one of the sword sentries, Sentinels, in his line of sight, so he easily killed it. Kruger flew up to get Raven just in the right angle. I think she was here up against the smoke.
Yeah.
And, sorry, I was here. I used his feet, pushed him 3 inches back, which pushed her out around the smoke. The Wolf Rider, who was here, could see, charged up in assault order. We didn't push anybody else back because we figured this might be the assassination run, so we were going to resolve it afterwards. But the Wolf Rider came in, did a bit of damage.
Yeah.
Hit with the assault order, missed with the other 2, I think. She broke away so that she wasn't engaging. Free Strike came up, she lived. Then I had... Oh, you know what I did on Kruger's turn? Sorry. I had the Stalker telekinesed 4 inches into the woods, so he got right up to the template here so he could see through the fog. So at the end of it, regardless, he was going to have a charge. But then when I brought the Blood Trackers up, they had all gone prey on the caster. So you can see the little prey token. I think the first one killed her. I got like just an obscene amount of damage on the caster with the first Narn Blood Tracker. Then I did follow-ups with Nuala and the other tracker who could live, and they all hit. It was incredibly good throwing on their part. So that's the end of it for caster kill. Circle takes the victory, 50 points. Circle Ouroboros versus Retribution is Scarif.
Yep.
Cool. And thanks for watching.